Today, as promised, I'll discuss the multidimensional array. Mainly, I'll discuss the 2D array. Okay, this 2D array. So, the simplest of the multidimensional array is a two-dimensional array. A simple definitions of 2D array is a 2D array is an array of one-dimensional arrays. In Java, a two-dimensional array is stored in the form of rows and columns and is represented in the form of matrix. Okay. The general declarations of a two-dimensional array is here the data type definition is here, then the array name, and then the new keyword that will create the array objects here, and then the data types and the row size and the column size. Okay. So here the data type here. So let's I'll define how I'll just define the data types here. So here the data type means the int, float, double. Okay, these are the data types. Let's see how I'll create that. So here see, if two-dimensional array, if I'll define like this, int say arr, so double square bracket will be there. Okay, arrays of single arrays. Now here if I'll initialize the value, so I'll initialize like this, say here 1 2 3. So this will be the first row, then the another value is 4 5 6, and then the comma is here, and then there is another curly brace here. So here I'll give this 7 8 and 9, and then the curly brace and the curly brace is like close. So how will it manage here? So how will it look like this? It will look like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this is how this the arrangement is this. Let's okay. Now here this is the column, this is the column, this is the column, and this is the row. So here row column 0, column 1, column 2, row 0, row 1, and row 2. So how can I access the array elements from this two-dimensional array? Say if I want to access these element, so how will I do that? So here you see this, the row is 0. So if I like this, if the row is 0 and the column is 1 here, so it will print the 2 here. Okay, it will print the 2 here, and if I want to print, say if I want to print this 5, so this 5 is, you see this, row 1 and column 1. So here row 1 and column 1, so I will give here a row 1 here and column 1 here. Okay, so this will in this way I can access the array. So this is the initialization. So when you will define the array with the new keyword, how can I define that? So let's create its int, say array. So here I am not going to initialize, I'll just create the array objects here with the new keyword. So here you see this no new keywords I have used here, but yes, I have used here new keywords, and then the data types. So what kind of the data type it will be? So I'll create it int and send 3 by 3 array. So 3 by 3 array, that means rows and columns. So row will be 3 and column will be 3. So when you create this, you need to input the value into it. Okay, let's see in the Eclipse how will I create the double dimension array and how will I run it. So let's create the package for today class. Okay, so today is the 9th day, so I'll just write here the package. I'll just create here a new package here, and the package name is Java day 8. sorry, Java day 9. Okay, Java day 9. Now here I have created it. Now first I will create the initialized array, double dimensions array, and then I will create array with the new keyword. Okay, so let's create an array here, and so class, and I'll class here 2D array. So click this public static void main. Now here I'm going to initialize the array here first. So int arr, then first square bracket, then the second square bracket, and then initialize the value here. So double, and the double here you see this is the, so I'll just write it here 1 comma 2 comma 3. So this will be the first row, then the curly brace again, then the 4 comma 5 comma 6, then curly brace close, and then I'll put it here 7 comma 8 comma 9. Now I have defined the array, double dimension array over here. So initial value is the 1 2 3, then 4 5 6, then 7 8 9. So now I want to print this array. So how will I print that? So just printing over here. So let's printing. Just I am printing the particular array here. To printing the 2D array. Let's see here. I'll just write it here 2D array. So sys out. I'll give one prompt here. Okay. So printing of 2D array. So I'll print all the array value. Then the array value, when we are going to print it 2 dimensional, so I need the nested array. So here you see that the rows and columns here. So how will I generate this? So here I'll generate like say for I equal to 0 and I less than 3, because it is 3 elements array, and then I plus plus, and then I have to define another loop over here, j equal to 0 and j less than 3 and j plus plus. And then how will I print it? So I will print it here system dot out dot print, not println. Okay, if I'll give this println, so it will print like this 1 2 3 4 5 6. So not printing like this. Okay, I just want to print like this 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I will take here print not println, and then I will provide here arr of, so here I and j, and then give one space over here, and then another here you have to give the dummy println here. Why I will get, let's so if it will print like say 1 2 3, and then after coming out from the loop, then this println bring this line over here 4 5 6 for printing this 4 5 6. Okay, so what will happen here, you see this I is 0 here, and see this I is 0 here. Okay, and j is 0, so it will print this value. Okay, it will print this value 1 here, and then I is 0 and then j become 1 here, because this loop will run 3 times. So the next value of j will be 1, so 0 and 1. Okay, so 0 and 1 value, this will be the 0 1 value, so it will print 2 here, and then I is remain 0, then j become 2 here, so this value will be printed here 3. and then it will come out, then comes into the to the next line, and here you see this I become 1. Now here j is start with again with 0, so here 1 and 0. Okay, so it is 1 and 0 here. You see this 1 and 0, so this will be the value of 1 and 0 here. So 1 will 0 will print it is 4, and then j become 1 here, then it will print this 1 1 value here, so 5 here, then 6 here, and in similar way it will print like 7 8 9. So let's print it in the IDE. So here I will define the for loop I equal to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus, for j equal to 0, j less than 3, and j plus plus, and then sys out. So I'll just remove this println, then arr of I and j, and we give one space over here. Okay, and then sys out. So what is the, oh, I haven't defined the I and j here, so let's define the variable here int I comma j. So here I have defined int I and j. Now the error has been gone. Now let's run it, run the program here. So like this, so you see this here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. If I'll here if I'll not put it here, this one, if I'll not put this one here, so what will happen here? If I'll not put this println, so you will see this something bizarre happen here. So here the array element is printed like this 1 2 3, because next line is not coming here because it is in the same line is printing, and then 4 5 6 and then 7 8 9. That's why I have given here, that's why I have given here the system dot 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 printlns. Okay, now I am going to create another array where I will define the array with a new keyword. Okay, so let's define one new class here, and 2D array. So I'll write here 2D array with new keyword. Okay, so I'll write this whole thing that it will okay. Now here if when I'll define this with new keyword, so obviously we need to input the value, and we need one scanner class. Okay, so let's create the array first here. So I'll put it here new keywords. It will create the objects of the array here, and then I'll do the same, the 3 by 3 array. And then I have to take the I and j for the loop. Okay, and then I'll need one object of the scanner class. So let's I'll put it here. So one scanner. So here you see automatically it will java.util.scanner. So write scan and then press control space, then it will take all the things here automatically. And then new here, and then scanner, and then system So system dot in. Okay, system dot in. So these objects I have created for inputting the value, and that is the next is next int methods I will use in this example. Okay, so first I'll give one prompt here. So I'll write here enter element, enter elements in 2D array. Now here I have to put here a the nested loop here, because I will insert the value in 0 0, then 0 1, then 0 2. Okay, 0 row and 1 column, 0 row 2 0 row 0 first the value is 0 row 0 column, then 0 row 1 column, then 0 row 2 column, then the next value will be 1 row 0 column, 1 row 1 column, then 1 row 2 columns, and then the next one is 2 row 0 column, 2 row 1 column, and 2 row 2 row 2 columns. So for that I need the nested loop here. So here the 3 here, because I have taken 3 array here, and let's define it here like this. For j equal to 0 and j less than 3, then j plus plus. So now I am going to enter the value into the array. So how will I do that? So here I and j here mention. So first is the row and second is the column here, then the sc dot next int. Okay, now this will take the value inside the array. Okay, so now I will going to print the array. So I'll just copy this part here. So so first loop is here, first two loop is for entering the value. Okay, first two loop say when I'll create here, when I'll create the value like int arr. So sorry, 1 minute, just so here I'll create the array here. So int ar. So double dimension means you have to put 2 times the square bracket and then new keyword, then int 3 and then 3. Okay, so this way the empty array has been created like this. So here this is the 0 0 0 1, okay, and 0 2. 0 here row and 0 is a column. Here 0 row and 1 column, 0 row 2 column. Then here 1 row 0 column, 1 row 1 column, and 1 row 2 column. Then here 2 row 0 column, 2 row 1 column, and 2 row 2 column. It is now it is created these the cell here. Now I will put the value inside it. So how will I do that? So here I have taken two loops here, I is equal to 0 and I less than 3 and I plus plus. So you guys look here carefully. So I'll explain the loop functionality here also. AC dot next int. So here 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 I0 here, you see the first I0 here and then J0 here, I0 and J0 here. Here the first one is here I0 and J0 here. So here it is first the I0 here J0, and it will input say I'm inputting here 5 here, okay, and then the J become 1 here and I remains 0 because it will run 3 times. So J become 1 here and then 0 and 1. So this will take that. So 0 the ith value and the 1 is the jth value, okay. So let's see, I will enter here 7 here and then J become 2 here and I remain 0 here. So 0 and 2 here. So I'll say let's enter 2 here, I enter 8 here, okay, and then I become 1, okay. Just after these two, after this J become 2, J next value J will be 3, but it will run J less than 3. So it will come out from the loop and then it will come here the into this the first loop and I become 1 here, okay. When I become 1 here, then it will again entering in this loop, and then this will start this loop will start with J0 here and I is 1 here. So I 1 here and J0 here. So let's say I'll put here value 9 here, and then I remain 1 and here J become 1. So 1 1 1 here. So I'll put it here, say 10 here. You can put any value here. I'll just put the any value over here, just, and then the I1 and J2 here. So I'll say put the value here 12, and then after the J become 3 here, then it come out from the loop and then it comes into this loop, and then I become 2 here, and then it will start again the J0 here. So 2 comma 0 here, and then I'll enter here say 6 here, and then I remain 2 here and this J become 1 here. So 2 comma 1, and then say I input value 3 here, and then here I is 2 and J is 2 here, and then it will say I will put it here 2, and after this 3 then after 2 these become 3, and then it goes here here also, this also I become 3. So it's come out from the loop and you got this value, okay. This is the row 0, row 1 and row 2 here. This is the column 0, column 1 and column 2. And after inputting this the value here, so we need to print it out, okay, we need to print it out. So that's why I have given two two nested loop there. Then for printing the loop I have used here. So let's here I'll just give one message here, system.out.print ln here, and is the say display array here. And then I have to again run this the loop here like this. For I equal to 0, I less than 3 and I plus plus, and then for J equal to 0 here, and then J less than 3 and then J plus plus. So I have to put here system dot out dot print, not println, okay. So here I'll give this ARR of I and J, then give one space here, and then system.out.println. Okay, in this way it will print this 0 0 here because I0 J0 here, so it will print the 5, okay. Then here I remain 0 here and then J become 1 here. So this value will be printed here 7. Then I0 and J become 2 here, so it will print 8. And then after J2 then it become J3, then it's come out from the loop, then it enter into this loop, then I become 1 here, from 0 to 1 here, then here 1 comma 0 here, so it will print like 9, then then j become 1, then it will print 10, then 12. So this value will be printed out, and then I become 2 here, then it will print as 6, 3 and 2, and this way all the value will be printed. Let's print out from these from the program here. So I have created the similar thing here. You see this first the loop, it will enter the value into it, into this the array, the value, and then this is the second nested loop, will be printed out the arrays. So let's run it. So I have to input the 3 element, that means I have to enter total 9 elements. So I'll enter 2, 5, 8, then 3, 6, 9, then 7, 4 and 1. So I have entered these values. Now you see this the value I have entered here, first 2, 5, 8. So this 2 will be saved at 0, 0, 0, and this 5 is saved as 0 and 1, and this 8 is saved it at 0, 0 row and 2 columns here. Then this the 3 here, the 1 row, 0 column, 0 column, and then this 6 is 1 row and 1 column, and this 9 is 1 row 2 column, this 7 is 2 row 0 column, 2 row 1 columns, and 2 row 2 column. Now let's application for the 2-dimensional array. So here I will create two-dimensional array and add it, that is the matrix addition. Okay, so first let's I'll create the array 1 here. So here say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is my first array, and then I want to plus it. So the second array will be, say here 3, 2, 1. I'll just reverse the value here, so for the ease of the calculations, and then the 7, so 9 here, and then 8, and then 7. So this is the first array, this is the second array, and the addition of the first and second array also will be there in the third array. Okay, so these two array I will initialize the value, and this the third array I will define the array with the key new keyword. So what will happen, so when you add this value here, so here the 0, 0 of the array 1 and 0, 0 of array 2, so it will add this. So I am adding this to a matrix here, and this will 3 plus 1 will be there in this here in the third array. So it will be here 4, and then 2 plus 2 is 4 here, and then 3 plus 1 is 4 here, and then 6 plus 6 is 10 here, and then 5 plus 5 is 10 here, and then 6 plus 4 is 10 here, and then this 7 plus 9 is 16, and then 8 plus 8 is 16 here, and 9 plus 7 is 16. So in this way the value will be added, okay, into the third matrix. So let's see how will I create that into the IDE, Eclipse IDE. So I'll just copy this value here, create another class here. Okay, I'll name it class the matrix addition. So check this mark, and okay, the first array I have created here, so array 1 here, put it here, array 1, and then int array 2 equal to new, not equal to new, it's the first here, let's say 3 comma 4 comma 5 here, and then comma the second row here. So I'll put it here 3 comma 6 comma 1, then close it, then again make this here say 8 comma 5 comma 3, and then the semicolon. So I have created this array 1 and array 2, the initial, and also initialize the value here. Now I'll create another array that will take that the additions of these two matrix here. So I'll name it array 3. Okay, I'll name it array 3. Now I need to create the objects of the array here with the new keyword, and then 3. Okay, so I have entered this value, and I have also entered the value. So I will print here the 2D array array 1 and 2D array 1, and then I'll copy this. I think there is a problem here. 1, and then I'll just paste it here. Then I'll print here array 2, and I'll give this array 2 here. Let's first run it. Okay, let's first run it before addition of the two matrix. So this is the first matrix, this is the second matrix. It's just printed out. Okay, is that clear, guys? This is the first matrix. This first matrix is printed over here, and then the second matrix is printed over here. This is array 2 here, you see this. Okay, this will contain 3 4 5 here, uses 3 4 5, then 3 6 1 here, 3 6 1, and then 8 5 3 1. Now I want to add that array. Okay, add that these two arrays value into the third array value. Okay, so how will I do that? So let's put the comment here. So here the addition of two arrays, here. Now the addition of two arrays, so need the two-dimensional nested loop here. So I0 here, and then I less than 3, and then I plus plus. Then again we need a for loop, j equal to 0, j less than 3, and j plus plus. Now here I have to add the two arrays value into the third array. So the third array is here. I have to define I0 and J0 here, and then equal to, then here I will define the array 1 of I0 and J0, and then I'll do the plus sign over here, and then array 2 of I and J. Okay, so this will add the value here. Here one mistake here. Now it is done here. So array 0 0. Let's move here. So here array this is the 0 0, and this is the 0 0 here. So this two array 1 and array 2 be added to the 0 0 of array 3 here. Okay, so this is what I have done here. So array 0 0 the first array, and then the array 2 0 0, then it will keep to array 3 0 0. Okay, so now it will add it up. After addition, then I need to print the array again. Okay, I need to print the array again. So here I'll copy this and I'll write it over here. So I'll give the here the array 3 here, because the array 3 I wanted to print that, and here 3. and I'll need here array 3. Okay, I'll write here also addition of array. So let's run it again. Now guys, let's add it up. Okay, let's add it up. This is a 0 0 element, that is 1 here, and 0 0 of the second arrow is 3 here. So 1 plus 3 is here, in the 0 0 element is 4 here. So here the 2 0 1 and 0 and the 0 1 in the second array, and it will be 6 plus 2 4 plus 2 is 6 here, and then 0 1, and then this 0 1 will be added here, 5 3 plus 8 here. Now it is okay. So in this way the 4 plus 3 is here 7, and then 6 plus 5 is 11 here, and 6 plus the 1 is 7 here, then 7 plus 8 is 15, and then 5 plus 8 is 13, and then 9 plus 7 is 12. So in this way we have added the two array here, and in the same situation, if I want to subtract the array, just you mention here the just replace the plus sign with the minus sign. Okay, with the minus sign here. So it will let's run it again. So it will subtract the values here from 3 minus 1, then it will be minus 2 here, then 4 minus 2 here, minus 2. So in this way it will subtract the value here. Now the double dimension array to the single dimension array. Okay, from DD double dimension array to the single dimension array. Okay, double dimension to the single dimension array. So if the value is like, say here 1 4 9 here, then 2 7 3, then 10 say 8, and say 6. So this is the value. So this is the 3 by 3 array. This is the 3 by 3 array. So when it will convert it, this array, obviously 3 into 3 means the 9 elements in the single dimensions. So how will it convert this? This is the 0 0. I'll just write here. This is the 0 0. This is the 0 1, 0 2, 1 0, 1 1, and 1 2, and 2 0, 2 1, and 2 2 here. So when I want to convert this into the single dimension array, so it will be the 9th element here. So here the blank array has to be created here, the 9 elements. So let's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so this is the 0 position, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, total 9 elements. So it will start, always start, you know that, with the 0. So the 0 0 element will store here, 0 1 element will store here, 0 2 elements will store here. Now 1 comma 0 elements here is stored here, and then 1 comma 1 elements is stored here, then 1 comma 2 elements is stored here, and then 2 comma 0 elements is stored here, and then 2 comma 1 here, and then here. Okay, so in this way the value will be stored from the double dimension to the single dimension array. Okay, in the same way, if I want to convert the single dimension array into the double dimension array, so what will happen here? This one is a 0 0, this is the 0 the index here. So 0 index will come here at the 1 over here, that is 0 0 here, and then 0 1 will come to here, and then 0 to 0 means here row, and 1 means column here. So here this will come over here, and then the third index of the single dimension array, when you want to convert this will be here, that is 1 comma 0. So this 2 will be here, then 1 comma 1, then then what will be the value 7 here, and then 1 comma 2 it will be 3, and then 2 comma 0 here is 10, then 2 comma 1 here is 8, and then 2 comma 2 is here 6. Okay, is that clear? So here the value is from here the double dimension array to single dimension array, and from the single dimension array to double dimension array it will create like this. So let's create the program for this one. So I'll copy here the value, the entire value here. Now create another class here, and from DDA to SDA, single dimension array. Okay, DDA to SDA. I'll just this is the DDA. So I need to convert this double dimension array to the single dimension array. So what will I do here? I will create another array, that is here the 3 by 3 here, that means total the here the single dimension array. So I write here SARR. Okay, and this single dimension array I need to create the object of these array of array objects with the new keyword, and then int total elements will be 9 here. Okay, so here you see this the total 9 here, and one more variables I need here, and that is say t. Okay, so another variable I have to take this for that will convert the value from single dimension to double dimensions. I will keep this value is 0 because it will start with the 0 elements. Now how do I convert that? So here, so I write here conversion from double dimension array to single dimension array. Okay, now obviously we need the nested loop here, for I equal to 0 and I less than 3, then I plus plus, then for j equal to 0, j less than 3, and j plus plus. Then these 0 0 elements will come into the first index of the single dimension array. So what is my single dimension array name? SRR, and then I will put here t here. Okay, because t is 0 here, so 0 positions I will put the 0 0 elements of double dimension array. So here what will I do here? So array of I and j. Okay, array of I and j, and then I have to do this the plus plus, because next value will be it will that be 1 here, the index of the single dimension array, and we will keep this this particular value here into here. Okay, and then this particular value into here. Okay, in this way it will just enter 1 by 1 here. So I need this also the plus plus, so it will also increment the index of the single dimension array. And now I will print this single dimension array here. So sys out so single dimension array, single dimension array. So single dimension array, I will just need one single loop here, I equal to 0, and the total number of elements in the single dimension is 9. So where will I take this 9? That is it will be in the t, and then the I plus plus, and then I'll print it here, system sys out. So I'll not take here println, just take print here, and then the SARR of I, and then I'll put it here plus sign. So let's print it here, run this program. See guys, this 1 2 3, and here 1 2 3, then 4 5 6, then it is 4 5 6 is printed here, and then 7 8 9. So in this way we can convert the single dimension double dimension array to the single dimension array. Now if I want to do the same thing, then I have to do the reverse one. Okay, so I do the just reverse the value here. Now guys, you have learned this here to double the conversion of double dimension to the single dimension array. Now I need to sort this double dimension array into single dimension arrays data, and so how will I do that? So let's define one more here, the double dimension array here. So here ARR of 1 here, and I have to create the object of that with the help of new keyword, and then int3, and then int3 here, and then the semicolon. Okay, I have just because after the sorting this data, after this sorting this the single dimension data, then we need to convert back into the double dimension array. So let's do this, and one variables I need here, and that is called the temp variables, that will the swapping value it will use while we swap the value here. Now this is the loop is here when you run this program. So the value will be printed like this. Okay, so I have just changed the value here, 11 to 23, 14, 56, 46, 17, 18, 29. So this is not in ascending order. You see in the single dimension there is no ascending order value. Now I have to convert this first this single dimension into the ascending order with the help of bubble sort. Okay, with the help of bubble sort. Now I am doing here the bubble sort here. So I write it here, bubble sort. Bubble sort I have taught you the in the previous class. So if anybody want to learn the bubble sort, you go for the Java 8 class. Okay, Java Day 8 class. So there I'll have explained very deeply and clearly there the sorting techniques of bubbles, the bubble sort. Okay, now I'm not going to explain the bubble sort here again. Just wanted to convert the single dimension array into the bubbles sorting with the help of bubble sort techniques, and then after sorted the value, then I need to convert the same value into the double dimension array. So how will I do that? First let's here I'll sort it out here, I equal to 0 and then I less than 4. I have explained that in event if there is a value 5, so here sorry, it is the 9 value is here, so I'll give here t minus 1. Okay, the last value will be that's contained in the t. So here and then I plus plus here, then I'll do it the 4 j equal to 0 and j less than t minus 1. Okay, and then I'll just put it in bracket here, and then minus I, that is 1 by 1, it will be minus the value okay, just, and then j plus plus. Now from the j0 element, so when you have seen that the sorting techniques here, just explain one value here. So if say 9 is here and 8 is here, now if I want to sort this value, then I need to here the 0 elements, and this is the 1 elements of the array elements here. So here different data will be there. Now here 0 and 1. So 0th element, that is if 9 is greater than 8, yes, it is 9 is greater than 8. So this value will be swapped, like 8 is here and 9 will be here. Okay, so this is the techniques I am using here. So if the single dimension array, this is the SARR of j, and greater than SARR of j plus 1. Okay, then I need to swap the value here. So first I'll keep the value of the first element of the zeroth element of that the single dimension array here. So here the j here, so I'll keep this value into the temp, and then I'll here SAR R of j. Then I'll transfer the first value, that is the one index, 0 from 0 to 1 index. Then here it is SRR of j plus 1. Okay, and then SRR of j plus 1 equal to temp. Now here I have converted, I have swapped I have sorted out the value here. Now let's print it out again. Let's print it out. I'll just print it out one by one. I'll just see. So after the swapping is after the sorting is done, let's again I'll print it this particular element, it sorted it or not. Now here it is sorted here. So here these unsorted elements here, and this is the sorted elements earlier. Now I want this value to be converted back to these the double dimension array. So how will I do that? So how will I do that? Here I need 1/n here, because this the single dimension array here. So we can write here sorted data, sorted single dimension array. So runs one more. Now here you see this the sorted single dimension array. So it is already sorted. Now the last things we are going to do is to convert this particular value into double dimension array. Okay, into double dimension array. So how will I do that? So I have to convert this the 0 position here. So I have explained here that the 0 0 is converted back to here 1, and then the index 1 here it is 0 1, and then index 2 is 0 2 here, then index 3 is 1 0 here. In this way I am going to convert this back into the double dimension array. So here conversion of SDA to double dimension array. Okay, so for I equal to 0 and I less than 3, and then I plus plus, and then j equal to 0, j less than 3, and then j plus plus. Sorry guys, here 4, I just forget to write the 4 here. Okay, now the conversion from single dimension to double dimension. So I have created one double dimension array here. So I'll convert this value here. So I'll write it here array of 1. Now I'll put it here, it's the 0, not 0 here, so it is j here, I and j, and then the 0th element. So I need to convert here. So I will define this here another variable. So I can take this t, but I'll not here taking the t here. So I'll put it here t1 equal to 0. Okay, t1 equal to 0 here. So here are the single dimension array of t1. Okay, and then t1 plus plus, the same thing here. So here I am converted back the single dimension to the double dimension array. Let's print it again. let's print this value again. I'll just copy this here. So printing of 2D array, 2D sorted array. Now there's the array is sorted here, so I'll write it here, sorted array. Now okay, one more thing I have to done here. So I'll here this, you see this one line is printed, so I have to put it here, the slash n. Okay, slash n. Now again run it. Slash n will take you to the second line. Okay, next line. Now here the original value here, original array value, then it is converted into single dimension array, then it is sorted the single dimension array, and then this single dimension array is converted back to this double dimension array. I think there is some issues here, it's not arranged in a proper manner, so maybe some problem here. Let's see what is the problem. I0 J0, it's oh sorry, this is the array 1 here, so I need to put it here array 1. Okay, because I have kept it in the array 1 of the sorted data. Now it is done here. Now run it again. Now you guys, you see this, the arrangement is the 2, 11, 14, 17, 18, 23, 29, 46 and 56. Okay, in this way I have converted. So it's look like a little bit it's a complicated program, but it's not complicated here. Let's again I simplify it. First I'll create the single dimension double dimension array, and then I printed it, and then I have converted this double dimension array to the single dimension array here. Okay, and then I have printed out, and then I have sorted this the single dimension array with the help of bubble sort techniques, and then I have converted back here I'll converted back here the single dimension to the double dimension array, and then that is sorted elements, and then I have printed it out. Okay, this is how the double dimension array, I have explained a few of the applications of that.